public land again. Checking the opposite side of the highway. Just slowly snooping and pooping and looking. Got my smaller pack with me just because I'm going to be moving the whole time. Brought my bow, of course, because we know the one time you don't bring your bows when you run into critters. But just want to elaborate more on what I was talking about the other day about coming across people's gear in the woods. Right up there with that orange tether coming down, there's a hang-on stand up there. Okay, not mine, somebody else's. And if you look over here, you can see where someone's baiting. And then I don't know if you can see it, but right there at the tip of my fingernail is a trail camera. Once again, it's not mine, so I'm gonna back out of here. I'm gonna go up, and then I'll do a big loop and come back down close to the road. But a lot of good pig sign in here. But I'm gonna get as far away from this spot as I can, just because I don't want to, I don't want to ruin someone else's hard work. Yeah, it is public land. Technically, I probably could go sit in this tree stand, but that's just not right when it comes to being an ethical outdoorsman, So stay tuned, and hopefully we'll find a good spot. Might even bump some pigs and get to stick one. So, all right, on we go. Okay, right there, another feeder. So that's 3 feeders in 100 yards. So you're gonna find that on public land. So, I mean, I don't know what these guys are thinking being right on top of each other. Unless it's just one guy hunting these 3 different spots, but I doubt it. So we're gonna keep moving on up. All right, this is what we're looking for. You can see where the pigs tore this all up. These spider webs out of the way. See the pigs tore it all up. I'm on their trail right here. They tore it up. They tore it up pretty good up there. And it looks like there's some fairly fresh tracks. You can see back in here, this is all torn up. It's all torn up from pigs rooting around, so we're gonna keep snooping through here. And maybe we'll hear some and be able to put a move on them. So we're gonna keep moving. Still moving up this finger. I've went maybe 250 yards, and right there is the 4th feeder I've come to since the road on this one finger. It's abandoned, it hasn't been used in a while, but it's only 40 yards from that last one I found down there. So you can see there's the old blind right in there, his chair. But it doesn't look like he's filled his bucket in quite a while. There's no fresh pig sign, it's not tore up, so I think I might go up another 100 yards and then just forget this finger, because there's feeders all over it. A lot of good pig sign, but I bet you they're coming in after dark. So I'm gonna go that way. The further towards the city I go, the least accessible it is by vehicle. So if I walk further that way, in theory, I should find better, less pressured areas. So we'll give it a shot and see what happens. Another 100 yards, 150 yards up this finger. It's actually a separate finger. I jumped over one. Lots of good looking sign. still going to push further because I still feel I'm too close to whoever's hunting down below me. But I did come to a nice little open area all through here. And the pigs got it pretty well tore up. As you can see right here, that rock is mudded up on that side right there from the pigs coming up through here. And they got this whole area tore up. I want to say that these little light bark and dark bark trees, those are the ones that drop those pears. And so that's probably why this whole hillside is bare and tore up. But I'm going to keep pushing up, and then I'm going to start heading down to my west and see if I can't find a good spot. Alright, I'm to the base of the vertical shift on the mountain. It's been pretty gradual getting up here, but right now, about another 100 yards up the mountain, it does a 90-degree and goes straight up. So I'm gonna chill out here for a minute because I found a great spot. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like 4 separate draws. Could be more. I don't know. I haven't walked it yet. They come together. So that's what these pigs like to do. So at night, they'll get out in the open areas. They'll go down closer to the roads and feed all night long because they know they're not going to be bothered by humans. But then around probably sunup, they boogie up the mountain, back up into these draws like this. Wish I could show you. It's difficult with this wide angle camera, but these draws, they'll go open for a little bit, and then it'll just be a brush pile, dead trees falling, vines, impenetrable to us. But the pigs, they like to get in there in the heat of the day, middle of the day, and that's where they hang out, sleep, wallow around. Just like a deer, he'll get up, move 5 or 10 yards, and lay back down. But they don't travel too much during the day. But the good thing is they feed. So if you're stalking along through here, you'll hear them down in those bottoms, and try to put a slip on them. But I'm gonna get up here in about 5 minutes after I drink some water, and I'm gonna go check out this area and look for a possible area to build a ground blind, just a hasty ground blind out of the dead brush around. So hopefully it looks good, and hopefully there's some good pig scent down there. Probably find a wallow, which is good. So we'll see here in a little bit. Another one of those lovely day morning showers. So luckily I got up under this tree here. Keep me dry for a minute. Hopefully it passes very quickly. But I dropped down on this bottom. I'm gonna start checking it out, but the rain started, so I'll wait it out, see what happens. Alright, I'll take this time while I'm waiting out this rain to hit a few things. Obviously when I have my main pack with me, I have like a tarp, real lightweight. It starts downpouring, I got some 550 cord, I can tie it up, get under it, get out of the rain for a little bit, because Being soaking wet up here is no fun. It is winter time, so high's like 75, so you can get pretty cold. But another thing I forgot was just a gallon Ziploc bag to waterproof my phone and my wallet. So, I try to keep everything staged in my bags, my packs that I take out in the woods with me. But woke up early this morning, wasn't thinking straight. All I was caring about was my coffee. Jumped in the truck, got out here, didn't think it was going to rain. And, it's raining. And I'm sitting under a big tree waiting it out. So, there's a few little tricks, little tools to bring with you. So you're not miserable out here. You have a good time. Whether you see anything or not, you can still find some good country, good sign, and some good spots to hunt later on. So, like I said, you go the extra mile, you find spots like this. Now, I'm sure if I hunted this over and over and over again, eventually somebody'd cut my trail and follow my tracks up here and find it, and probably hunt it or steal anything if I put it out. But, so we'll check it out, give it a shot. But yeah, don't forget your Ziploc bags and don't forget your tarp. All right, I found a dynamite spot. It is literally open like this, as far as I can see. Probably 150, 200 yards down. It's fairly open this way. There's a main trail that comes out of this bottom right down here, comes up, and it follows along right there, right in front of my bow, and it goes all the way down through there, and it drops off back into that draw down there. There's an open fern field back here. The base of the vertical mountain is right there. These pigs are using it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my ladder stand out here with a cut-proof chain and a cut-proof lock. I'm going to put it on that tree for my wife to be able to come out here and stick a pig. So what I'll do is do some trimming, open up some lanes, and hopefully she can catch a pig coming through here, transitioning from whether they're feed to bed, bed to feed, or just a travel corridor where they're traveling. But it's beautiful in here. It's all torn up down through here. So I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna remove I think I see two branches in the way. So I'll get rid of those and get out of here. Come back maybe tomorrow morning with the tree stand and see what happens. All right, so I've got it's cleared out now, straight down to this trail that runs along through here and goes up that way. A little trick I wanted to just share with public land hunting is when I break a stick, obviously it's going to be white. You can see how that's pretty white, and normally it'll strip bark down like that and it sticks out like a sore thumb. So what I like to do is I like to just reach down, get a finger full of mud like so, and what I'll do is I'll just rub it on there. As you can see, I did that here. I did it on this one right here. You can see it's mud all the way down because it peeled the bark. And then also right here. Now the reason I do that is just like these guys that come out here, they find a spot and they put a piece of pink or orange or white flagging. It seems like every 10 feet. I mean, that's overkill. and two, that just invites people into your spot that you found. Some of you might not care that other people hunt your spot, but me personally, I care. I don't like going through all the work finding a spot and then come in and see boot tracks and see that somebody sat in my tree stand or ground blind or whatever it is. So you know, that white wood from the tree, from the underbark, that's just like one of those flaggings. Anybody walking through here, they're gonna see that, you know, if they know what they're looking for. If they just stumble upon it, like, huh, wonder why that's broken like that. Then they're gonna start looking. Next thing you know, they found your feeder, your trail camera, your tree stand, and they decide to make off with it, or they decide to say, all right, cool, I'm gonna watch the spot, or I'm just gonna go sit in it. If I get caught in a spot, whatever. So just another cool trick. If you break anything or cut anything, take some mud and dull that shine, blend it in with nature, camouflage it. That way no one else will see it as flagging from, you know, 50, 60, 70 yards off. All right, guys, cool. Here's what I was talking about, those pigs getting in these thick draws, laying down for the day. You can see right here, he walks up, lays down in there. He's protected above him, and you can see what's down below him, and the wind is blowing uphill. So he sees or smells something he doesn't like, off he goes. So doesn't look like anything fresh though. The leaves aren't matted down or anything, so you know, hadn't been here in a couple days. But we're gonna drop down, see what it looks like, and then crunch for time, so I gotta get home. All right, so it's the day after I went out scouting out on public land. Unfortunately, when I got back to where my vehicle was parked, it was gone. There was a smashed Volkswagen Jetta parked there with the motor. The whole front end was smashed, torn to pieces. After being on the phone for about 4 or 5 hours, I finally got the scoop of what happened. That vehicle was stolen. They were traveling around a corner at a high rate of speed, probably doing 45 or 50 over the speed limit. And they lost control, went into the ditch, overcorrected, slid through the parking area and smashed into the back of our brand new GMC Sierra 1500. I didn't see the truck until last night, but more than likely it's going to be totaled out. I would say they hit the vehicle going probably 55, 60 miles an hour. The whole rear end is bent, the frame's bent on the back passenger side. And who knows what other internal damages are with that amount of force going through that frame and that truck. The truck was pushed forward about 20, 30 yards, hit some trees. The rear end of the truck bounced into the road, and that's why my truck was towed without me releasing it or being present. So I got home. Now I'm stuck without a vehicle. I have to go in tomorrow and pick up my rental car. Enterprise was so kind as to not come pick me up due to the simple fact that they only had 2 employees working. That was great. Awesome. Thanks, Enterprise. But it just goes to show when you're out hunting or scouting anywhere, anything can happen. The last thought I ever had was somebody would wreck into my vehicle in a parking area, but it happened. I'm getting through it, and it's a learning experience. I've never had this happen, so you know, keep watching, stay tuned, and I'll keep posting videos. Thanks, guys.